Okay, welcome to this lesson where we're going to learn about the editing commands in AutoCAD. So this is actually being prepared for the AME CAD class at Wayne Finger Lakes BOCES. So we're going to work on that right now. And so as we get into this right now, what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to talk about this right here. Now, you all have a handout right here. You should have you should have a handout. It looks like this. And this is a practice exercise where we're going to work on modifying objects. We just talked about this. And now we're going to look at how to actually use these. So when we say editing, it means we're modifying things. That's really what this is about. And this is where we can go ahead and we can modify the location, quantity, and size of objects. Move, copy, rotate, scale, and mirror are the 5 we're going to cover. So let's just jump into it. So first of all, this is the file that we're going to open. It's actually called Arrange A, and that's actually in Teams under CAD course content. So you just go ahead and open that up and it'll be right there. So this is what the final version looks like. When you open it up, it won't look like this, but this is where we're going. So we're going to start into here and start into this. And we go to here and we look at this is about moving an object. So in this task, you'll use the move command to place furniture in a floor plan as you see here. So that's going to be the first step. So that's where we're going. So I'll go over here and it says, first of all, we open up Arrange A. So this is what we just talked about. We're going to open up Arrange A and I've already got that open. And then in the status bar, it says to toggle these off. Now, I'm just going to point out a couple things here because it's just this exercise is trying to get you familiar with some of the tools. But let me just show you an easy way to do this because that part right there, step number 2, I'll just show you what you're going to do instead of that. So here's AutoCAD. And as we take a look at AutoCAD right now, I'm just going to point out what you want to have. And this is down here. This right here, this tool is dynamic input. You want that turned on. If you're not seeing it on your ribbon, you can actually find it by going over here. Over here, this is customization. Over here at customization. So you click there. If you're not seeing it, you just go ahead and turn it on your dynamic input, and that turns it on and off. You can see it turning on and off down at the bottom. So just leave that on. Okay, so you want this one on dynamic input, and then you want this one, polar tracking. We talked about this in class. This one looks like a circle with a triangle through it, so I call it the pizza icon. So we have that. Then after that, we have 2 that go over here. This is the object snap tracking, which actually works with our object snap. So these 4 put together are the 4 you always want to have on. I call them the 4 horsemen of the CAD apocalypse. You want to have those on. So those 4. Now, we've talked about object snaps a lot. Now, if this is your object snap, you turn them on by doing this. Turn them on or off. If it's blue, it's on. If it's gray, it's off. And if you click this arrow to the right, AutoCAD uses convention where if you click the triangle to the right, there's more content. And what we're going to do for this one is we're going to go ahead and we want to have endpoint, midpoint, center, intersection, and extensions. You want to have those turned on. For this one, we don't need quadrants. We're just going to leave those on. So those I call the Fab 5. Endpoint, midpoint, center, intersection, extension. If you want to see the whole thing, you go down here and click on Object Snap Settings, and there you have them in this kind of a format. So that's where we're going to start. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now that we have that, we are going to go ahead, we're going to start by moving this particular item right here. This is a desk, and it is a block. You'll notice when I hover my cursor over it, it says block reference and gives me the name. It's actually called, the actual name of it is called a desk, but tells me the layer and so forth. So we have that. Now, this is what we're going to do. So I'm going over here, and the first thing we do, it says start the move command. So we start the move command. And then it says select the corner desk and press enter to end the object selection. We've talked about that. So I start the move command, which is here. So I click on move right here, and then it says select objects. So I go over here, I click on the object that I want to select, which is right there, and it turns blue after I've selected it. Now, we talked about this a lot in class. To tell AutoCAD you're done selecting objects, you go ahead and you either right-click your mouse or press enter. I'm just going to hit enter. And now my prompt says specify the base point, or I can do something else. I'm going to grab the base point, which is right here. This, as you notice right here, as I put my cursor right here, that's an endpoint object snap. If I go over here, that's a midpoint, but this is my endpoint, and that's what I want. So I click on endpoint, I take it, I move it from here to there, boom, done. Okay, so that is how we'd move that. Now the other items, we're going to do the same thing, and these are going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go through the same process. So I start the move command again. And when I go to move, it asks me to select the objects. I'm going to click on this chair. So I click on the chair. I'm done selecting it. So how do I tell AutoCAD I'm done selecting? I right click my mouse or I press enter. And then I'm going to go ahead and I grab the base point. Now here, I can just go ahead and grab anywhere. Just going to grab there. I'm going to take it. I'm going to drop it right there. You're going to notice that it's not rotated. We'll get to that later. Now I'll do it one more time. I'll go to move again. I'm going to go to move and I'm going to click on this PC right there, which is, it's a laptop. So I click on that. Again, I'm done selecting. So I press enter and then I'm going to grab the base point. This can be anywhere on the object because it's not that critical. I'll go ahead and drop it right there. And we'll do it one more time. And here's a little trick. I've mentioned this in class, but if you right click your mouse, you have the option here to repeat the move. So I've got that right there. So I'll right click, I'll go repeat move, and I'll click on this. Now once I've clicked on that, I'm done selecting. I will go ahead and press the enter key, and then I'll go ahead and click right there, and I'm going to go ahead and drop that there. And that completes the move operation. So we have that. So we are now into this. So now it's on. We're going to continue now. So go over there, and now what we're going to do, we've done the move. So the move goes through that, and then we go over here to where we go to copy an object. Now what we're going to do, in this task, we're going to use the copy command to copy several chairs and plants in the floor plan like you see here. So that's where we're going right now. So we have a couple plants here, a couple extra plants, and some chairs, and we're going to get to this. The copy command looks like this right here. You select the plant, you press enter to end the object selection, or you can right click. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to copy a plant to there, and we're going to copy a plant to, so based for here and here. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to start by going over here, and I'm going to copy. And when I start the copy command, it says the same thing. Select objects, and I click on my plant. When I'm done selecting my plant, I right click or press enter. And now I'm going to grab the base point, and the base point is right here. And let's see here, where do we want it to go? Yeah, we want one to go down here, kind of even with this right here. Just going to pull it down like this. I'm going to go drop it right there. And I'm going to go ahead and drop one right there. So go ahead and drop those, and I press my enter key. I'm done with that. So that was the copy command. So the copy command lets you make multiple copies. So it's like the move command, except it's going to leave your original, and you can use it over and over. So that's what that does. Now, we're coming into the next thing, which is where we're going to move this chair. Now, this one's a little tricky because what we need to do is move the chair so that, let me go back a bit here. We're going to move the chair so that they actually go along the wall here. Now, when I do this, it mentions that as I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place that there. And then as I do this, I'm going to move the cursor and then I'm going to, when I copy the chair to the location shown in 519, and it says tip. To position the chairs flush along the wall, use the midpoint or endpoint object snap to select the base point at the back of the chair. Then use the nearest object snap override. Shift right mouse click to pick that. Now, this is something that we mentioned in class, but I'm going to show it to you. If I hold on my shift key and right click my mouse, this is what is known as your temporary object snap settings. So you got a bunch of things. This is where you can tell AutoCAD, look, AutoCAD, forget the fact that I have 5 object snaps selected. I just want you to focus on an endpoint or a midpoint, and it forgets all the rest of them. In this case, we're going to use nearest, because nearest down here lets us go ahead and do that. So again, hold down the shift key and right click the mouse, and that's what we have. So this is how this works now. So now I'm going to go to copy, and I'm going to grab the chair. So I click on the chair, and once I'm done selecting the chair, I'm going to right click. I'm going to pick this as my base point, the midpoint. So go to midpoint. Now notice when I do this, AutoCAD is automatically finding an endpoint, no problem. It's finding a midpoint, no problem. It's finding an endpoint. But I want it just somewhere right along here. So how do I do that? Well, to do that, you hold your shift key down and you right click your mouse. And then you use nearest. Now, this is known as an object snap override. It is good for one selection only. So here, I just chose nearest. I go ahead. Now look at this. See that? That is a different type of object snap marker. It looks like an hourglass. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click there, and that is in position. Now, at that point, it goes back to my other default, basically saying, oh, okay, I'll give you a midpoint or an endpoint, Tom. I don't want that. So I shift right mouse click again and go to nearest again. I'll go here. I take this and I place it right along here. Let's go ahead and place it there. We're good to go. And then I'll do it one more time. Like again, it'll find my endpoint because that's only good for one selection. Then if I go here, there's my midpoints. Shift right mouse click again and go to nearest, and we are now in business, just like that. Okay, so once you're done, you can press your escape key to end it. We are good to go. So now we've used the move command, we've used the copy command. Now we move on to rotate. Now rotate, what we want to do, now we're going to get to these chairs. We're going to get to these chairs, we're going to rotate them so they're at 45 degrees. So to do this, we go to our polar tracking tool. And when you go to the polar tracking tool, you can select by clicking little triangle that's to the right of the polar tracking tool and select the option 45, 90, 135. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to this tool, which is right down here. And I'm going to click to the right, and you can see here the default is 90, 180, 270, 360. Those are all right angles, 90-degree angles. I'm going to change it to 45. So I have that. Now we're going to get into rotate. So I go over here and I go to rotate. Rotate's right here. So I click on rotate, and if you hold it there long enough, the tooltip will show you a little tooltip. It'll fold it out and show you more. So I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to click on this chair. Now, when I click on that chair, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to right click. And now I'm going to show you a little trick here. As far as the base point, I just want to grab right in the center of the chair. You don't have to snap to anything for this one because it's just a chair sitting in front of a desk. But you want to put it right like that. And I'm going to go ahead. Now, look at this. I can rotate it. See this? I can rotate it to any angle that I want to. All right, so I can go ahead and do this, spin it around. Okay, but I'm going to lock it in right here at 315 degrees. When I see that, I click, and that is actually correct. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. So I go to rotate again. So when I click on rotate, it asks me to select the object. So I click on the object. When I'm done selecting the object, yes, you guessed it, enter or right click, and then the base point is going to be somewhere along here. I'm going to take it and I'm going to do the same thing, rotate it down to 315 degrees, and there we have it. All right, now that I have that, here's a little fine-tuned thing. And this is actually mentioned here in the text, and that is where if you go here, to go ahead and once you've done that, to actually do minor micro adjustments, if you click on the object so it highlights and hold the control key down, then you can use your arrow keys to nudge it. It's called nudge mode. Okay, it's something that is really helpful. So I'm going to click on this chair, and I clicked on the chair, it highlights in blue. Now I'm holding my control key down, I'm going arrow, arrow, arrow. That's my up arrow to go over this way, and I can just hold it down too. But you can just get it wherever you want to go, like that, to do micro adjustments right there. Very, very helpful just to get something to move over a couple pixels. And you can get these pretty much exactly how you want them. So I've got those there, and that is how that works. So that is how we would use the rotate command. Now that we've done that, I'm going to go over here, and now I'm going to go ahead and start the copy command. I'm going to select the chair, the desk, and the laptop. Then I'm going to copy them over into the locations that you see right there. So the other three cubicles, it's going to go into there. So this is what I'm going to do. Zoom out. I'm going to go to copy, and I'm going to click this and this and this. And then I'm going to right click, and then the base point is going to be this upper right corner. And I go here to here and to here, just like that. And now it's starting to really look like something. So I've got that. So it's looking good, folks. We're coming along here. Now that we've done that, we've used move, we've used copy, we've used rotate. Now we're going to move to the next command, which is scaling. Now in this task, we're going to copy and scale some of the plants, like you see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy one of the plants, like you see here, over to here. Then I'm going to scale it. And I'm going to scale it to half its size, which is 0.5, okay? So that's what we're going to do here. And so I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to scale. Scale is located right here. So I click on scale, and when I click on scale, it says select objects. I click on what I want to select. Once I've selected it, I have to tell AutoCAD I'm done selecting objects, so I press enter. Now it says specify the base point. The center will be fine, so I'll go here and I'll move, whoop. I should have moved it first, sorry about that. Yeah, my bad. Instead of using scale, I want to use copy. So I'm going to copy it first of all. So I copy it, then I'll scale it. So go over here, copy it right to there. All right, now I'm going to scale it. So now that I've copied it over here, I'll scale it, and scale's right here. So I start the scale command. It operates just like the rest of them. I click on scale. It says to select your objects. I click on the object. Once I'm done selecting the objects, I press enter, and then I go ahead and select a base point, which is right there. And then I'm going to type in 0.5 and press enter, and there it is right there. Pretty cool. That's how that looks. Then I want to copy it down into this cubicle down here at the lower right. So I'll copy it. We'll go here and there, and that takes care of the scaling right there. So that's, and the copy command is being used after we scale something. Okay, now that we've done that, the last one is mirror. So in this task, we're going to use the mirror command to mirror the contents of a cubicle, which is this one right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that, and we're going to mirror it. So it looks like this. So how do we do that? Well, it talks about it. We use the mirror command, which looks like two triangles facing each other. And we're going to go ahead and select the desk, the laptop, and chair in the middle cubicle at the top. And then for the first point of the mirror line, we're going to pick the midpoint of this desk, which is actually an endpoint, but it's actually the center seam of the desk right there. So watch how this works. So now I'm going to go to mirror. So go to mirror, and when I click on the mirror, I'm going to click on this and this and this. And I'm done selecting the objects. I'm going to right click, and then the first point of the mirror line is right here. So I click here and I pull it straight down. To look at that. And now when I do that, it's mirroring it right over there. So I click there. We're good to go. Erase source objects. I'm going to go ahead and say, in this case, yes, I want to erase those. So I do that, and boom, that is what we have there. And that's kind of in the way there. So I'm just going to nudge that out of the way. All right, and that right there is the exercise. That is it. That's the end of the practice. That's it. So that is what we want to do. And this is an introduction to these commands right here. These are editing commands or modification commands. Move, copy, rotate, scale, and mirror. That is how that works. Like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Good luck with that. And if you have any questions, just stop the video and rewind it and go over these things. And it's all pretty here in pretty good detail. And of course, just grab me in class and I'll be happy to talk to you. Thanks. Bye now.